Alright. Oh, I do hope that's not coming through. There we go. Let's proceed. It's hard to tell when I'm just looking at, like, the desktop audio waveform, or, like, the volume meter on the audio mixer. It looked like there was sound playing, but I didn't hear anything, so... Anyway. Alright, let's head to Wharf.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
No kidding.
Let's look for that area in the photo. Wow, what a huge ship!
It's probably here for the parade today.
Now that's a true luxury liner. I'll bet the food is really good too. Not to mention the coffee afterwards.
Sal. Salgor Sal.
What? Bitter? Coffee is practically a detective's trademark.
Salgor.
Pikachu, what are you doing?
Just giving Excelgor a lesson in detective etiquette.
Right.
Anyway, we should probably start gathering testimony.
Salgor. Salgor Sal.
Huh? Where's Excelgor going?
It said it's not good at communicating.
I guess it really is shy.
Well, that's no good. It's supposed to be here helping us out. Hey, Tim! Tim!
I swear that Excelgor. Well, I hope you know why we're here. That's right, to investigate the warehouse. We need to find the exact warehouse that's in Harry's photo, and see what it can show us. First, we need to have a good look at the photos, and figure out what we need to ask. Huh? Why do we only have one photo? What happened to the rest of them? Oh, I kept the photo of the warehouse, but Excelgor's holding on to the rest. What? How were we supposed to gather testimony then? Well, I guess we need to find Excelgor first then. Yeah, I bet it'll come out if we go to an area with fewer people.
Let's start by gathering testimony.
Yeah, are you taking a break too? Not a lot to do until the next ship comes in, eh? Huh? You need to find this warehouse because you're looking for someone? Huh. Sorry, the photo doesn't really tell me much. There are so many warehouses around here. Oh, I see. Are there really that many warehouses around the wharf? Well, yeah, it's called the warehouse area for a reason. Oh, I know. Take a look at this. A map? Thank you. Oh, you can have it. Have a look here. The 3 areas around the wharf are all full of warehouses. Yeah, if it's only 3 areas, I think we can cover them all. How many warehouses are there in total? I'd say about 100. That many? Yeah, each area has at least 30 warehouses. We'd be here for days if we wanted to check all of them. Yeah, you're looking for a warehouse, right? As I said, you're gonna need more than this, though. Right. There are 3 warehouse areas, and there are about 100 warehouses in total. We can't check all of them.
Marjo! Marjo!
You're bored because the ship hasn't arrived. You want to get to work, huh? Your job is to move the containers off the ship, huh? Oh, it's good training? And it makes everyone happy. Well, that's good to hear.
Hey, Tim!
According to the map, the warehouse district around Wharf is divided into 3 areas. Yeah, and each one looks pretty big. Now, how do we find the exact warehouse that's in the photo? I think we need more information. I agree. Let's find out more about the warehouse district itself first. could you not just disappear all of a sudden? We're a team, right? Now, let's see what clues we can find in those photos. I wonder if those are the man's containers. Yeah, it's not clear if they were just unloaded or about to be loaded onto the ship, but it looks like he's definitely around Wharf. He's a pretty buff guy. Yeah, his shoulders seem twice as wide as mine. Let's hope we don't have to tangle with him head on. If we do, he'll save us? Gee, thanks. I feel so much better now. How's it going, Nebula? It's a warehouse. Could be their hideout. Yeah, we need to find this building and see what it's hiding. For that, we'll need to gather testimony. You'll leave that to us? Don't worry, that was the plan to begin with. It looks like they're opening the gate. Yeah, they have the whole place fenced off. Pretty heavy security. Is that stuff from the warehouse? Yeah, seems like they're moving it out. There's a man by the entrance. Is he one of the workers at the warehouse? Looks like he's giving orders to the Pokemon. Pikachu, look at the date! It's the day Harry had his accident! So Dad came here before the accident. Maybe you were with him. Yeah, I can't remember anything, but maybe this is where Keith noticed us. This is Keith. Yeah, he sure looks full of himself here. This is the guy who acted all spineless at GNN. I wonder who he is. Looks like he was speaking with Keith. Must be one of Keith's men. Let's see if we can find out more about him, too. The date says this was taken 3 days before my dad's accident. I see. Sounds like Harry was really stalking this area out and trying to get to Keith. There's a date here. A week before Harry had his accident. It's pretty clear this guy's involved with R2, since he bothered to take a photo. Let's see. The date and time on this one is... Hey, it's the day of my dad's accident. It looks like it was taken 12 hours before it happened. Sneaking into their hideout like that. Harry should have been so reckless. Oh, I was there too. Can't remember anything. This guy doesn't have anything. Yeah, he must be a supervisor or something. It looks like they're carrying things that don't go on the conveyor belt. Yeah, but man, look at those Pokemon. I bet they're all sweaty and stinky. What? Why'd you bring that up, Pikachu? Like, yeah, physical labor does that, but... oddly specific. Looks like things are being carried into the warehouse by the conveyor belts. Those are pretty small boxes. I wonder what's in them. Now, this must be the second floor. Yeah, the first floor is some kind of workshop, and it looks like the second floor is storage. I wonder what those machines are for. Are they both the same thing? Could they be machines that make R? Who knows? What's wrong, Pikachu? You've gone awfully quiet. I don't know, just looking at this gave me this feeling that I have something important to do. Is it a memory of when you came with Dad? No, it feels too odd for that. This photo was taken 11 hours before my dad's accident. 11 hours. Man, in a lab coat. What's wrong, Pikachu? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out there. What do you mean, be more serious? I'm always serious. Is this guy a scientist? I had thought Carlos was the one working with Anna, but I guess they had other help too. Yeah, Carlos had given Keith his research data, right? It wouldn't be surprising if Keith had shared that data with this guy. This is me, right? Yeah, you must have been with him too. Don't you remember anything? No, I can't remember anything. But looking at this photo, it makes me feel uneasy. This has got to be R. I didn't realize they'd made so much of it. Yeah, Harry must have found this somewhere in the hideout. Check the time on this one. It's 10 hours before Dad had his accident. Is this inside their hideout? But what could have happened? Is this when he was found out by Keith?
Marjo.
Hello. We have found a rat. What are you hanging around for? What? You want to get on the ship? You mean that container ship there? Oh, so there are lots of tasty things on board. Please don't tell me you're thinking of sneaking in there as well, Pikachu. Of course not. I may like good snacks, but not enough to become a stowaway. You're trying to get into the ship by climbing up the rope, but you always get bounced back near the end? There's some kind of decoration or something on the rope. That must get in the way. Yeah, you're never gonna get in if you just keep trying with the same approach. See, if you don't succeed the first time, you need to stop and think about why, and then change how you go about it. If you keep that up, eventually you'll succeed. Got it? Yeah, that's the spirit. What am I doing? I'm waiting for the notice to come in. See, I'm in charge of communication between the container ships and dock crew. So once we've got the goods ready, I send the notice to the ship staff. What do you mean send? Do you just shout out, or is there some sort of signal system? Oh, we use Pelipper. We put the notice in its beak and have it fly over to the ship. You're saying you're looking for this warehouse? Sorry, can't help you there. All the warehouses in this area look pretty much the same. I see. Well, thank you anyway. It's just such a huge place. Each of the areas deals with different goods, too. I think areas A and B dealt with machinery, mostly. Got it. Thank you.
This is where they store machinery.
You want to know if I recognize these people? Yes, if you know even one of them. Hey, I think I've seen this pair somewhere. Really? Please, tell us anything you remember. Let's see, it was about 2 months ago. They were unloading a machine from a ship. A machine? What kind of machine? I don't remember what it looked like, but it must have been expensive. The scrawny guy in the photo kept nagging the carriers to not damage it. What in the world did Keith bring in? I bet it's something to do with R.
Pala pala! Pala pala! Pala pala?
Still a better voice than Magnemite. It says it's a carrier. It takes letters in its mouth and delivers them to the ship. All the way up there? Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I'm impressed it doesn't just swallow the letters. Hey, it's dangerous around here. We're loading the containers right now. Try not to get in our way, okay? You wanna know which warehouse it is? You only need more to go on than a photo. It might help to figure out what kind of goods are stored there. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the advice. Seems like a photo isn't enough to get a lead. Each of the areas handles slightly different goods. I think areas A and C dealt with food. Thank you.
Well, it looks like these warehouse areas store food.
Hey, I know this blonde guy. Could you tell us more about him? He drops by pretty often to load up the goods. Do you know where he comes from? I guess either Area A or Area B. Why do you think so? Oh, it's because he always comes from the south. The southern road connects to areas A and B.
Chum! Chum!
You don't work, you only have fun. Oh, I get it. You work as a carrier. It's not so much work, but more of a hobby? Oh, I guess that's good.
Hey, Tim!
Well, Tim, it sounds like the man in the photo with Keith has something to do with the warehouse after all. Yeah, I wonder who he could be. We were told he comes here often to load up. Containers. That's right. If we can figure out what's in the containers he deals with, we might be able to narrow down where the warehouse is. Good idea. Let's give it a try. Alright. Now let's look into those containers.
Chum!
Sorry to bug you while you're working. We're trying to find out about what this guy deals with. He asked you to carry some of his containers? Really? You wouldn't forget a person with such wonderful muscles? What kind of luggage did he have you carry? It smelled really bad. Oh, you got too excited and accidentally dropped the container, huh? And its contents went everywhere? Made the whole area stink and you got scolded by the guy too, huh? Sounds like you had a rough time. I wonder what the contents were. Hey there. I take it you work here too? You enjoy every minute of it, eh? It's definitely got a lot of energy. Yeah, very dedicated. You need to know what goods he deals with? Well, I can tell you he always uses blue containers. Don't know what's in them, though. Thank you very much. Hey, don't mention it. You know, I bet the champ would know more about him than I do. They were staring at him a while. Last time I dropped by. Must be his muscles.
Chum!
You know anything about the containers this guy deals with? He was speaking to one of them, a champ you work with. Thanks for the info. Okay, guess I got that clear. I mean, this is a blue container right here. You want to know more about the container the man in the photo is dealing with? Oh, I only saw it once, so I can't say much. Anything about the goods handled in this area in general would also be very helpful. Oh, I know a bit about that. They're sorted by color. The blue containers have, you know, I can't remember. Let me check with the guys on the ship. Hey, Philipper! Could you fly over there with this letter? Welcome back, Pelipper. I see you brought the response with you, too. Great. Thanks, Pelipper. Well, kid, we've got the answer right here. The blue containers are for food, the red ones are for oil, and the green ones are for machinery. Thank you very much for everything. It was a huge help. That letter was all slimy with drool. Is this how they always communicate? I think I actually have all the info I need to answer the question.
I'm wondering what kind of stuff this man works with. Is there any testimony about that?
Oh, we didn't get the... He only works with blue containers. Here I was thinking that was actually, like, testimony that we had. I suppose we need to find... out more about that. You want to know about the different areas? I don't know much about Area B, or Area A, but Areas B and C are storage areas for oil. I'm in charge of unloading the oil tankers, so I go to those areas all the time. I see. Thank you very much for the info.
Looks like they store oil in these warehouses.
I don't think I've seen any of these people before. Sorry to not be more help. Oh, no. Thanks for having a look. The container the man's dealing with in the photo? Doesn't ring any bells. If you know anything about the goods around here in general, could you please tell us? Well, I do see Rattata sniffing at the containers that are lying around. I wonder what that's all about. That's strange. Well, thank you.
Marcho.
You're too busy with your own containers and don't notice anything else? Right. Oh, but what kind of containers do you carry? They're square? You don't say. They're super heavy and perfect for training. Oh, and you think I'd enjoy carrying them too? No, I'm good. What color are the containers? They're red, huh? Well, thanks. Where's the rat? Require your location, rat. There you are. So you're trying out new approaches, like I said. Well, what's your new method? If you fail, you try a different rope. Yeah, that's good. Hang in there. You'll succeed eventually if you don't give up. You sure sniff around the containers a lot. Something about them interests you. Oh, the blue container has a really strong smell, so you're checking the other containers to see if any of them smell too? Does it smell that good? Oh, it's not like that at all. It's really strong, but it grows on you, huh? Wow, the blue containers must really stink.
Hey, Tim!
We gathered some information. Open up your case notes and let's think about it.
I'm wondering what kind of stuff this man works with. Is there any testimony about that?
The goods are stinky. Blue container.
What stuff is that man working with?
It would appear to be food.
We were told that whatever it is the man deals with is very smelly. Also, it's the blue containers that smell. From that, we can conclude the man in question is dealing with the blue containers. The blue containers held food.
Pikachu. Why do you have to phrase it like that, huh? Alright.
Regarding the warehouses, let's look at what we know. Which testimonies will help us?
And was handling food. And they're taken using the southern
Now let's
road.
think. Which area is it that has the warehouse we see in the photo?
That would be Area A.
I know where it is. The only warehouse area that stores food and is accessible from the southern path is Area A. Okay, let's head there now. Now, it's time to get moving, huh? So no more dawdling.
Well, okay, we didn't find the warehouse in the photo, but we found the area it's in.
Yeah, this looks like the warehouse in the photo.
Look at all that security. Something fishy's going on.
We've got to get in somehow.
Oh, check that out.
You mean the window? It's open, but how are we gonna get to it?
Selgor! Says it's doable.
Huh?
We can do it, Tim. Together.
Huh? What? Alright.
Yeah. We can do this, partner. I'm the brains and you are the brawn, right?
Huh?
Wait, what's that sound? Tim, let's go.
Okay, QTEs.
We'll use this truck as cover and sneak in. Now!
We did it.
Of course we did. With teamwork, we can make the impossible possible.
So what do we do now?
Stay hidden and keep moving.
That's very valuable cargo. Don't damage it.
Marcho.
Good. Now we need to jump over there.
This is harder than I thought. When did you get this heavy, Pikachu?
How rude. This should be easy. Movies always have scenes like this.
Meta,
This isn't a movie, you know.
meta, 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 meta.
Hey, what was that?
Selgor.
Over there?
Selgor! Oh, that was hard. You know, you did a good job. Selgor.
Oh, come on. I was the one doing all of the work.
Well, we managed to get in. Yeah, now let's have a look around. Quietly, though.
Watch out. When you investigate, do it without getting caught.
All right, keep it moving.
Meta,
Come on, pick up the pace.
meta, meta.
Pikachu, look at that guy.
Oh, it's the same one from the photo.
Hey, come here. Anything to report?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Good. Mr. Norman wants us to keep the security here extremely tight. Don't even let a Rattata through. Yes, sir.
Did you hear that? Keith Norman. So this must be...
Yeah, their base of operations. Now, let's have a real good look around. Hey, Tim! Tim!
First thing is to scout out the area. Since it seems we're the only ones on this floor, it's a good chance to scope out the first floor. But be careful, okay? Don't get caught. Got it. I'll be extra quiet. I don't know if it's possible to get caught here. Doing, Tim? Trying to get us caught? That's the stairway to the first floor. You need to scope out the area first by looking down from this floor. Okay. Where's the contextual button prompt for that, though? This entire game operates on contextual button prompts. This also seems like a good spot. Go on, Tim, take a look. Okay. Look at all these boxes. I wonder what they're for. It really does look more like a factory than a warehouse, doesn't it? The workers are here. Man, they look unmotivated. Even the Pokemon here look more energetic. The champ. And it looks like they're closing the lids on the containers. They're definitely putting their backs into it. And all their arms, too. Look, a ladder. We'd be able to get down to the first floor from anywhere if we had it. It's not like we can go get it, though. Well, let's try and figure out some other way. A power board? Yeah, we should be able to switch off all the power to the warehouse from here. Checked everything we could see from here. I think we should wrap our investigation to this area. Otherwise we get caught. Huh? I wonder what that is. Huh? Hey, Pikachu, don't lean out so much! It's dangerous! Oh, come on. I want to see what it is. Just a bit more. Look, it was your thread that was bothering me. Pikachu, if we're not quiet, they'll find us. What do you mean he's right? It was your fault in the first place, sheesh. What's up with this Pokemon? Oh, so there's something tasty on the first floor, so you snuck in to get some. I see. The increase in security has made it difficult for you to grab a snack, huh? And you were hanging down to scope things out. You want to get down to the first floor, huh? Well, that's something we've got in common. Pikachu, if you keep talking, the workers will see you. Oh, sorry. Spinrack, how about we go somewhere less obvious? Can you get to the floor above? So Spinrack managed to sneak in too. Yeah, but more importantly, I hope you're taking notes. Quickly, before you forget.
Look at the Machamp. They sure are busy loading things up.
Hey there. Seems like you're having a rough time with the security here, too. What exactly is this treat you keep going on about? It's in the boxes Machamp carry. It smells really good? Does it mean the food they make here? We're told it smells really bad. I think so. Well, to each its own, I guess. Do you just hang around like that all the time? Your thread must be really strong. You can even support the weight of a person. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Do you think you can pull me up? Not for free. You want a treat in exchange? Well, aren't you opportunistic? This looks like a good place to peek in, too. Be careful not to be seen, Tim. Right. That's the man in the photo. He definitely looks like he's in charge here. Does he just stand there and keep an eye on the workers all day? Man, this is one place I never want to work in. Hey, they're talking about something. Today's my first day, sir. Ah, yes. Thanks for joining. I'd like to explain what they do at this factory first. Yes, sir. I'd love to hear it. This warehouse is a factory? Well, we could do with an explanation, too. Let's hear what he's got to say. Yeah. Yes, we can hear what they're saying. So you know what we make here, right? No, sir, I don't. What? You didn't even do a bit of research? We make health food. Sure, you've seen the commercials, you know, so smelly you'll know it's, or you know it's good for you. Oh, yeah, I know, that awful, I mean, that commercial with Max and Chad on. So it's not just art they make you. Quite the elaborate camouflage. So the stinky container was health food, huh? I don't care how good it is for you. I still don't get why they're making something so smelly and awful. Huh? Are they still talking? They're still chatting away. And that's what you'll be doing. Got it? Yes, sir. Got it all down. Good to hear. Oh, I almost forgot. This is very important. Be sure to never, ever touch the switch next to the conveyor belt. Yes, sir, but can I ask why? That switch controls which direction the conveyor belt is moving in. If you accidentally bump it, it can cause a lot of problems. What do you mean? Oh, a newcomer pressed it by accident a while back and immediately got fired. All the products were sent back to the room next to this one and made a complete mess. We were able to get it up and running in a few hours, but man, the manager blew his top, yelling about how we didn't need even more work to do. That sounds terrifying. I'll be careful. So, the factory manager took charge of getting things back in order. Pikachu, they're still talking. Let's get every bit of information we can from them. May I ask one question? What is it? I noticed that door behind. What's going on in that room? Everyone seems to be avoiding it. Oh, that room. Between you and me, there's a scientist in there. Some kind of new product research? Who knows? The only thing the manager's told us is to steer clear at all costs. I bet it is some kind of new product. I'd love to know more about it, sir. I'd be happy to take part in experiments, even. Forget it. Trust me, you don't want to be heard talking about this. You'd get me fired, too. Tim, did you hear that? Yeah, he mentioned a scientist. That must be the man in the lab coat. Right. And he's in that room. That must be the door the workers were talking about. Yep, that's where the researcher is. Hey, fire alarm. I bet things would get interesting if we set it off. There you go again with your crazy ideas. It would be chaos. And that's exactly what we want. Go, Excelgor! No, wait, Excelgor, he was joking, wait! Yeah, I'm glad you listened. This must be the switch for the conveyor belt. It's what they use to switch the direction it moves in. This must be inspection. It looks like they're checking for defects before replacing things. And it seems like there are a lot of defects. I think that's everything. Oh no, I didn't investigate the voids. Is there another room over there? Stuff keeps coming from that room in the back. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Yeah, I think we can wrap up our investigation of this area for now. I'll make a note of anything we find. Yeah, counting on you.
The man in the photo looks like the factory manager. The man in the lab coat's in the next room over. But is that where they're making R?
This also seems like a good spot. Go on, Tim, take a look. Okay. Looks like this is the only way in or out. Yeah, I guess they have it open in order to ship stuff out. And Metang are carrying out the containers. They're certainly hardworking. Hope it's not R they're shipping out. Look, those must be guards. What are they talking about? Hey, anything unusual? Nope, nothing to report. Good. Still, let's keep our eyes open. Yeah, the manager doesn't even want our Rattata getting inside. That's not good. They seem like they're on high alert. We'd better keep our distance. Huh? They're still talking. Let's go listen to them. Hey, do you know what's going on in the room in the back? I guess I told you to stay away from that place too, huh? Don't tell anyone I told you, but they're incubating something. What do you mean? Not sure myself. I only overheard Mr. Norman talking to the manager. They said it could only be done by someone they've got here, or something like that. Don't tell anyone, okay? Got it. Sounds like something we shouldn't be messing with anyway. So Keith does come here. And I wonder if the man we saw is really the factory manager. He must be. And they said they're incubating? That's the word for growing more cells or something, right? The only thing like that related to R is... I think we're on the same page here. It's gotta be Mewtwo's cells. Whoever's incubating them is in the room in the back. Oh, they've got more to say. Let's listen in on what they're saying. Hey, have you seen it today? Not yet. Maybe it'll come back in a bit. I can't wait. It's so nice, you know? Yeah, it really warms my heart. Maybe I'll give it a treat again. What are they talking about? They said something about treats, so maybe it's a kid? In a place like this. Looks like they're finally done talking. Alright, let's stay sharp. Yeah, not even our chat is getting past us. There's stairs here, but if we go down there, they'll see us for sure. Yeah, the security guards won't slacken off. Knock them out? That's our last resort. No, it's not any kind of resort. We need to handle things quietly. I think we've seen all there is to see here. If we linger too long, we'll get caught. Right. We sure found out a lot. You could say that again. Make sure you've got it all written down so we don't forget.
We need to check the floor below, but there are guards on duty. If we try going down the stairs, we'll be caught right away. Right, so that's that.
I didn't see any way to get down to the first floor. Neither did I, although we did get some interesting information. Yeah, maybe it's time we changed our thinking. If we can't get to the first floor, maybe we should explore this floor a bit more.
Wait. Someone's coming.
This way, Pikachu. Looks like it's a Pokemon.
Don't let it see us. Let's stay and watch what it does.
Pikachu, do you think it's okay to try and help it?
Yeah. If it decides to cause trouble, we can handle it.
Hey, you alright? Seems like a nice Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. Huh? What's all this?
A lab coat.
Hey, maybe you can let us know what's going on.
Are you a Pokemon that works here? I have a few questions for you. I saw you had a lab coat in that basket. Do you know anything about the scientist? Oh, he's your partner. Simon? That's your partner's name. Oh, and his clothes are starting to smell, so you washed them for him, huh? Such a dedicated Pokemon. Do you think this man in the photo is its partner? probably. Is your partner the guy in this photo? That's what I thought. What's Simon doing here anyway? Research. Well, that figures. He's a scientist. Do you know anything specific? He doesn't seem to enjoy his research since he came here. You're allowed to come and go as you please, but he hasn't been outside in months. How's that possible? A tough-looking guy is always watching. It means the factory manager, I guess. So Simon is being forced to continue his research. Definitely seems that way, yeah. If there's anything you know about this place, we'd love to have the info. So the factory manager is scary, but the other workers aren't so bad, huh? They seem really happy when they see you, and they give you treats and stuff? Oh, then the security guards must have been talking about Pansage earlier. You don't like him because he's always rushing Simon to get stuff done, and he always looks so scary, huh? What's he trying to get Simon to do? He's forcing Simon to make something. They said something about cells? They must be Mewtwo cells. But wait, in that case... What's up, Tim? We were told there are only 2 people in this world who could incubate Mewtwo cells. Dr. Walls himself and his lab assistant. So that must mean Pansage's partner is... Walls' former assistant. Exactly. Hey, Pansage. Did Simon ever work with an old man with a white beard? A long time ago they worked together. I knew it. He seemed to enjoy his work back then, huh? Don't worry, Pansage. We'll find out the secret of this factory and make sure you guys can go free. Well, I think we're getting a good idea of what to do next. We need to get to Simon's room. You know where to go, right? It's the far end of the first floor. We need to find Simon and hear what he can tell us about Honor. Plus figure out a rescue plan. Right, but how should we get down to the first floor? Good question. We do have just one little problem. Why can't we get down to... That's right. They've got this place pretty well covered right now. But think of it this way. We only need to deal with the factory manager and the 2 guards to get through. Yeah, I'm starting to think we can do this, so long as we have the right plan. Oh, you got an idea then? That might just work. Let's see, I'm pretty sure Pansage will be happy to help us. And Spinrack wanted to get down to the first floor, so it might be willing to help too. Who else? Excelgor! Of course! Yeah, you're part of the team too. Excelgor speed will definitely be a huge help. Let's figure out a way to get down there. So much talking. Remind me to never do a solo voiced stream series again.
The room we need to get to on the first floor? It's in the back part of the building. So we'll have to decide who's gonna distract the guards.
F for my vocal cords. Yeah. To sneak down to the first floor, we need this one. To distract them, we need speed, and to flip the switch, that one.
Interesting you'd think that.
Yeah, Pansage gets along with the workers. You have super speed. And you have a sturdy thread.
No, that's not right.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. Flips 2.
Interesting you'd think that.
There we go.
Okay, got it. Pansage will get the guards' attention. And during that, Excelgor will turn on the conveyor belt. While everyone is busy dealing with all of that, we'll use Spinnerack's string to make our way down to the room. That sounds like a great plan.
Are you ready? We're counting on you. Alright, let's do this. That worked out just fine. Now let's use the thread to get down. Here we are. Yeah, let's go. Huh? You really helped us out earlier. Yeah, our plan worked thanks to you. You'll introduce us to Simon? Thanks.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
No way. Could those be Mewtwo cells?
What? How do you know about these? Who are you?
Oh no, the factory manager.
We're working this case. Don't worry, we're on your side.
On my side?
Yo, Doctor. Hope all is going well. It is almost time, you know.
Of course, no problems.
Aw, don't look so sad, Doc. This is the last shipment, and once it's done, you're free to go. Yeah. I'll let you get back to work.
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
So, did you mean it when you said you were on my side? And how did you know about the cells?
Sorry to have surprised you. We actually got the info from Walls. Dr. Walls? You mean the same Walls who was the first director of PCL? That's right. If he mentioned the cells to you, then that means he really trusted you. You said you were looking into the incidents? That's right. The reason we went to Walls is because we needed to know more about R. But it doesn't seem like you're a scientist. Why this interest in R? Well, my dad is a detective, and he was investigating the incidents involving Pokemon. But he's gone missing now, and when we followed the information he'd left behind, it led us to R. I see. It seems like you're a pretty good detective yourself. You'd be doing me a favor if you solved this case, too. About 6 months ago, a tall man brought me here and has had me making R ever since. That's terrible. But wasn't there some talk of you being freed soon? Yeah, apparently the factory will be moving soon. All I need to do is assist them until then. Not that I believe they'll really let me go, though. Even if they are telling the truth, R is not something that should exist in this world. I'm happy to help you out.
Yes.
Alright, ask me anything. He was the director of PCL when I first joined. Eventually, he started to let me help out with his own research. Even the explosion at PCL is half my fault, but the professor took full responsibility and left. I see. I wanted to follow him, but he wouldn't let me. Well, it seems like he was able to find a nice, quiet place to settle down in. That's good to hear. I'd been worried about him ever since the accident. R is created using Mewtwo cells, right? Dr. Wells told us there was some mistake, and they were used instead of Mew cells. That's right, we made a mistake. Mew is a very rare Pokemon after all. Dr. Wells looked everywhere he could have to get a hold of its cells, and he must have been tricked by someone. Not everyone can be trusted, unfortunately. I know the problem. He bought Mew cells on AliExpress. He found a great deal on Temu. Got scammed. You hate to see it. That's horrible. I read it to this day. That's how we ended up creating the terrible substance known as R. Dr. Wallace told us that the effects of R were likely caused by Mewtwo's Berserk gene. What exactly is this Berserk gene, though? In order to explain that, I'll need to tell you more about the Pokemon Mewtwo. It's said that Mewtwo was created by recombining Mew's genes. Recombining? What do you mean? In order to make it extremely aggressive, seems like it was some sort of experiment to create a powerful Pokemon. That's horrible. Yeah, I agree. So this recombined gene is the Berserk gene. That's right, and it's because that gene was what we used, R became what it is now. This is my dad in this photo. Have you seen him? It seems like he infiltrated this place about 2 months ago. I can't say that I have, sorry. Although, 2 months ago is when the factory manager got very upset, saying R was stolen from the chemical storage area. That must have been my dad. Everyone here was frantically trying to find this intruder. Since then, they've really stepped up the security.
Monster?
Thanks for your help earlier. We were able to make our way here. What? You don't care if you have to stay so long as Simon can go free? It really is a dedicated Pokemon. Don't worry, Pet Sage. We'll figure something out.
Hey, Tim! Tim!
No wonder Keith was after Harry. We found out a lot, but there's something he said that got my attention. Exactly. The chemical storage area. That's where Harry got R. I wonder if that's where he got the photo of R, too. You were in the photo, too, weren't you? Yeah, I must have been to this factory before. I've been feeling that way ever since we entered this place. I wonder if you'll remember anything if we go to the chemical storage area. I don't know about that, but we may find some clue about Harry. Let's ask Simon to see if we can get into the storage area. Excuse me, could you tell us where the chemical storage is? We'd like to have a look. Oh, it's right above this room. Info on R should be there too. It's probably locked, but you can get it open with this key. Thank you very much, but are you sure this is wise? If they find out you're helping me... Don't worry about that. If anything happens to me, the production of R will stop completely, so they can't really do much. Just be careful you're not caught. Of course. Oh, and one more thing. R that's in storage gets shipped out once we have enough. Depending on the timing, the storage could be empty. We'll have a look anyway. You said this is the last shipment, right? Where's it being shipped to? That, I don't know. But I've got an idea about how we can find out. I'll start preparing for that, so just leave it to me. Alright, let's not get caught. Hey, it's me. Pull me up. Huh? You want your treat as a reward? Sorry, we haven't found it yet. I promise we'll bring it next time. You'll see. I guess the tasty treat would be in here. These are cans of some sort of health food. We should take one to Spin Rack. Sorry, Simon. Is it alright if we take one? Well, sure, but I can't imagine why you'd want one. Alright, I'm a man of my word. Here you go. Ah, that smells enough to make me choke. Do you think you could wait on opening it and pull us up first? Yeah, pull us up. Thanks. Chemical storage area should just be ahead. It's right above Simon's room. But we can't get through all this. Guess we don't have a choice. Come on, Tim. Let's get all this luggage out of the way. We need to make a path to the storage area, so think carefully as you move things. Yes. I can't believe it. They actually managed to put a strength puzzle in a spin-off. Absolutely incredible. The Mad Lads. It literally is a strength puzzle. Yeah, stealth has pretty much gone out the window here. Fortunately, if you know anything about me, it's that I am a master of strength puzzles. I completely skipped that dialogue. Whoops. It's fine. I was like, alright, you got the door open. Good job. You're a master of strength puzzles.
This room is familiar. I'm getting really close to remembering something.
Jim, take a look at this. What is it? Our export plan. Pikachu, this is... Yeah, an outline for their plans. Seems like Keith is going to export R. But if R gets used all over the world, it'll be chaos. It'll be impossible to stop. First, let's figure out exactly what it is they plan to do. Let's read what it says. The biggest problem we face is that R can only be produced using the machine under PCL. We must purchase a new production facility and establish a stable manufacturing system as soon as possible. We completed the purchase of the location a few days ago. The warehouse at Wharf will be our first step in establishing a stable base of operations. Now we must find a wealthy patron who is comfortable keeping secrets. I'm currently in the process of using my underground connections to establish contacts among upper-class citizens. Once we manage to get those contacts, we should be able to use that network to reach out and expand our sales. Carlos should be close to completing his analysis of R. We'll temporarily use the warehouse at Wharf as our base, but our ultimate goal is to move the R production machinery overseas and establish a large-scale production facility there. Look, Pikachu, there's some kind of document behind this box. What? It says R Experimentation Report. Good find, Tim. This must be a report on R. Looks like Carlos is the author. It must be from before we went to PCL. Let's see. R has different properties depending on whether it's used in its liquid or gas form. And this allows it to be used in different ways depending on the situation. Both forms are nearly odorless, and only Pokemon with a very acute sense of smell have any chance of detecting it. The balloon used to cause the incident at the amusement park is a perfect example of R's properties as gas. R is dispersed by popping the balloon. The dispersal radius is approximately 3 feet, which is sufficient for most needs. The best way to utilize R in its liquid form is to inject it into food. R's effects are amplified when the two types of liquid, red and green, are mixed together. In fact, the easiest way to gain the effects of R is to inject the red and green liquids separately into food. R's effects will be amplified for any Pokemon that consumes the food. Here I'll lay out a potential future development of R. Currently R is transported using special vials. However, these vials break easily and also prevent efficient mixing of the liquids. We've begun working on a capsule form to counter these drawbacks. By storing R in a durable capsule device, my hope is to improve its portability while reducing the risk of damage. Additionally, I plan to incorporate a device that allows the two separated liquids to be mixed whenever the user chooses. In other words, the capsule device will allow a user to disperse the mixed R automatically with no restrictions on place or time. There still exists a need to gather more experimental data and improve R. Currently R has two major drawbacks. Its effects are temporary, and it's impossible to communicate with Pokemon under the influence of R. My plan is to continue research on R in order to develop a new version that will allow the power-enhancing effects to last an extended period of time, while also allowing the Pokemon's partner to communicate with it. Talk about top-secret documents. Keith is trying to develop R into an even more dangerous substance. But now we know exactly what his plans are.
That Keith. He's making preparations to export R.
We've got to stop Keith's plan. Let's let Mr. Baker and Inspector Holiday know immediately. Still, no evidence on where Dad might be. Pikachu, what's wrong? You're curious about what's in this box? Yeah. That's strange. Do you think it's a memory of when you came with Dad? I'm not sure. Do you think you could open it up?
So what do you think this is?
I could swear that I've seen this thing before. Well, let's open it and see what's inside.
Shouldn't we make sure it's safe before we... Pikachu! This is why I didn't want you to open it yet! Pikachu! 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 Pikachu!
Oh yeah. I guess that wasn't a dream at all.
Pikachu.
Oh, Tim, hi.
Are you alright? I knew you shouldn't have opened that up.
Yeah. But it made me remember something. It would seem I made quite the commitment.
What do you mean? What did you promise, and to who? Ha! Brace yourself for a shock. It was Mewtwo. What? You mean that Mewtwo? The one who sells the use to make R? That's right. What in the world did you promise Mewtwo, then? Well, you see, I promised to recover the Berserk gene and capture the mastermind of the whole R case. In my dream, I was pleading with Mewtwo to save Harry. My guess is it offered to help me if I was able to help it out first. But why would it rely on you to do such an important thing? Hey, what do you mean? I'm a great detective. I've had Mewtwo hurt of my reputation and decided I was trustworthy. I mean, I can't remember the details, but still. Something tells me you made that last bit up. No, can't investigate it. Anyway, I guess we're leaving. Alright, let's get out of here.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah. Tim, close the door now.
What?
Just close the door. Hurry!
Hold it, pal! Hey now, who are you?
Uh-oh, not good!
Open this door!
What should we do? He's gonna get us, Pikachu!
Seems we're trapped, like a Rattata in a cage.
I know you're in there! Open up!
Are you Ready? You gotta open up the door just as he tries to smash into it.
Got it. Now!
Now's our chance.
Pikachu, let's use that.
You're done. I'm coming after you!
Excelgor, distract him for us.
Selgor! Oh yeah? You wanna fight? Selgor!
Take this!
Woohoo! We did it.
You think this'll stop me?
Well, apparently not.
Where are you? I'm coming for you!
Good luck with that. Tim, now's our chance.
Nope. I missed.
I'm gonna get you.
I thought it was a mash. It was not a mash. It was good timing. That is, I believe, 2 missed QTEs.
Oh, perfect. There's a container right here. It's just big enough for the two of you. Go on, get in.
Really? What's it for anyway?
The product being shipped today. Guys from the organization will take it, so that should get you right to their headquarters.
I don't know.
It's our only clue. We've got to take this chance.
All right then. Please take this to Mr. Baker.
Your notes on their plans. Great idea, Tim. We're counting on you, Excelgor. Excelgor!
Here they come. Hurry!
All right. Come on, Pikachu. But what about you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Be super careful. Good luck to you both.
Sure hope these containers aren't airtight. Okay. I suppose that'll do it. So, come on back on Sunday to see what happens next.